Michael Dior, Michael with the white tee coming at y'all again. Another video, you feel me? Welcome to my second channel. My first channel is Michael Dior, obviously, as y'all seen. This is the raw, unfiltered, unedited version of me. Just reacting to shit, you feel me, on the side to keep up the momentum. But if y'all do want some creative videos, go hit that link in the bio, you feel me? Subscribe to my second channel. I got funny shit over there. But yeah, like I said, no talking on this, you feel me? Let's just get to it. If you've been following what's going on, I just got a little bit hit to it because I had no idea what was going on. So basically, it's some beef between Clarence and Chris or whatever, and then I guess Queen is a homewrecker. I don't know, but we gonna watch this and find out. You feel me?
It's your girl Queen. I am back with another video. Going on, a lot going on. I've been busy. Came back to my channel. I wanted to just come refreshed and could feel, you know, where she was coming from, and I've been in a place.
Oh yeah, so I guess Clarence's ex wrote a book about how she was a homewrecker, basically. Feel me? Which I suspected it because nothing's perfect. You feel me? When the cameras is off.
Like that before, where, you know, I was heartbroken or like, you know, something like that. I don't know if she's still heartbroken, but I don't know. But I just feel like I wanted to come here and just basically give you guys my point of view of things. Understand? Of course, I was legally still in a marriage, but it was a situation where, like, my ex Chris he had already been moving single, like a single man, for the longest. And you guys know that if you follow my story, you guys know that after the situation that happened with
Listen, I'm gonna say it again. I said I reacted to a video of Clarence and his ex or something, right? I said it over there, but it came out choppy, so I can't post it no more. But I basically said that they both were fucking with each other when they were together, right? So Clarence was fucking with Queen when he was with his girl, and Queen was fucking with Clarence when she was with Chris, right? Because that's the only thing. Like, you would not move that quick with another nigga after getting out of a long ass relationship like that. You feel me? That's a fact. So y'all can think what y'all want, but
3 girls who came and
I don't judge either. You feel me? You gotta do what you gotta do. If you're not happy, you feel me? You're not happy, whatever.
Exposed him for that whole situation. After that, I even like stayed and stuck around. Truthfully, I stuck around because, for one, I didn't have my own money to leave. I wasn't prepared to leave. I just didn't have my own stuff. Like, my credit was super low. It was just so much going on where
y'all credit though, son.
It made it very hard for me to leave. And plus, you know, we had a son. We have a son. So when I messaged Clarence, it wasn't like in a sneaky kind of way. But I was in ATL, and this was during Hurricane Harvey. We had went to Atlanta to escape the hurricane, and Chris and me, we wasn't even like really together. We probably did like maybe one video as a group when we was like in the house with Janae and them. But we there, it's like at this point. So anyway, when I messaged Clarence, I didn't have no intentions or no, like, I wasn't plotting like, yeah, I'm about to message him and then I'm gonna go see him. And you guys, truthfully, I think I was scrolling. I seen Clarence on my Explore page, and I had seen him before. I clicked on his page, and it was his page. And I was like, oh, this is really his page. And I was just scrolling through, and of course, you know, I thought he was a handsome guy. Because I had seen him before, and I always thought he was handsome. But I didn't see no girl on his page. You know, I didn't see no girl on his page.
Bitches ain't shit.
So when I DM'd him, it was just kind of like one of those things where, I don't know. Hey, let me just DM this person and see what's up. Like, not in a way to like be sneaky or like, ooh, I'm about to, you know.
Yo, she going way too much on that not being sneaky. Like, yo, we know what's up. Like, we know what's up. Come on.
Talking about what was going on with us. And yeah, as you guys can see, I did tell him I went into detail about what I was going on, but he asked me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he said it was getting crazy for him, and I was like, what is it? And I said, shit, it's getting crazy for me too. And when he asked, I told him what was going on. Like, And I didn't mind telling him what was going on, just because, I don't know, like, it was already public. It was already public what was going on. So I was like, forget it. And I've always been a super transparent person. I can talk to a stranger, which is kind of bad sometimes. I can talk to a stranger and literally, when he told me that he had a girl or whatever, when I was like, you know, you should start YouTube, and if you got a girl, you could prank her. And when he told me he had someone, I didn't like try to say, oh, well, actually, I was like, yo, well, why ain't she on your page? Like, girls love that. You should put her on your page, like, so people can know. So, I don't know. He was saying also right there that it was complicated. And it was complicated with me too. So, you know, it didn't go no further. Anywho, though, I followed him. And around that same time when I followed him, I remember getting a call from Chris. And Chris was like, why you follow him? Like, and I'm just like, what? Like, first of all, why are you even calling me, checking me? Because you're doing what you're doing. Like, you have no room to ask me what I'm doing, who I'm following, or anything. You're moving like the way you want to move. I'm gonna move how I want to move. And
they were still together, right? They were still together, but she justified, which is a fact. You feel me? It's true what she's saying. She justified it because he was moving. For me, how he.
And it wasn't flirtatious. You know, I still was explaining to him like it wasn't like that. He said he was gonna send us hoodies.
Oh, it was flirtatious.
And all that stuff. And Chris still felt intimidated, I feel like, because he seen how he looked. He knew, like, I think I even like mentioned him to Chris before, because me and Chris would always like just kind of vocal about, we did Smash Your Passes together, you know. So like I knew who he found attractive, and he knew who I found attractive. I told him. So he had been knew that. He was like, no, fuck that, da. Unfollow him. Even though I didn't feel like I needed to do that, I did it out of respect, because first of all, I didn't want no trouble in the house. We were still living together. It's not like I had my own, like a lot of money of my own to go take and go move, you know. So I just unfollowed him, I guess, to keep the peace, because when it got crazy with me and him, it got crazy. And it's a lot of things that you guys don't know that went on behind closed doors. It got crazy, okay? I'm not gonna say anything, but it got super crazy. I didn't want no trouble, like when we got back to the
He used to beat
same
up on
house. So I was like, okay, forget it.
That's what
from that point, when we went back to Houston, we ended up going back together. I don't know, I didn't speak to Clarence anymore, because I just, like I said, he had a girl. I ain't want no trouble. I ain't want to like drag it on. But as me and Clarence weren't talking, like things got worse and worse between me and Chris. We wasn't having sex. We wasn't sleeping together in the same bed. He was going out every night. He was doing what he wanted to. He was sleeping with other girls. It was just kind of like, we was kind of like roommates. You know what I'm saying? And I knew for a fact our relationship was over. He wasn't happy with me. He didn't want to be with me, you know? But I was still just, we was kind of just still there, just playing like, I was just kind of playing like I was okay with it, because like it was nothing else I could really do. Speed it up.
That's why everybody should have their own stuff, feel me? Always make sure you good.
Things was getting worse. And one day I think I was scrolling across YouTube, and I seen that Clarence had did a Smash Your Pass video. Now me and Clarence had talked about him starting a YouTube channel, right? And when I seen he made a YouTube channel, I was like, oh, so he really did it, you know? And when I went and watched the video, I seen him and Mod doing a Smash Your Pass, and I didn't even know that my name was in there. I was like, yo, what? Like, and then what he said, I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Like, I got a little offended, I ain't gonna lie. So I had went to look for him on Instagram, and I found out, I seen that like I couldn't find him, so I went to my block list like, yo, did I block him? And I know I didn't do it, so in my head I'm like, okay, I ain't block him, I know who did it. So I hit him up, and I was like, I think I commented on his story or something. You guys seen it, something about the socks with slippers or whatever. And then he was like, he started talking back to me, and I don't know, picking at him about what he said. Obviously at this point, if he's doing a Smash Your Pass on a bunch of girls, including me, I still didn't see no girl on his page. Like, from this, wait a minute. Actually, I think I watched some more of his videos. Yeah, that's right. I watched some more of his videos besides the Smash Your Pass, and he was like that he was a single man. He was doing a Q&A, he was like he's a single man.
That's not what his ex said. His ex said that they was together or something, and that she was literally coming, oh wait. No, never mind. She could be right, I don't know.
So from that point, Like I said, I never had seen who he was with ever before. Never seen a picture of or anything. He said he was single. I felt like nigga, my relationship was over. So I was like, oh, okay, you know. So we started talking. Now, when we started talking on Instagram, like some more, it went over to Snapchat. We started talking on Snapchat. And I was still living in that house. But like I said, felt like I was just a roommate. Like niggas was moving.
You see, you feel me? That's the timeline. That's why I said I mean, like she's talking. You feel me?
They want to move.
You can't judge people because they might not be happy. You don't know what happens behind closed doors.
And yeah, me and Clarence was just conversating. You know, like we got a little deeper. We started talking about things that we were going through and like our past. Like I had mentioned to him like what I was going through in my relationship. He had mentioned to me about, he was talking about how he was going through like a toxic kind of situation on and off. And like we was at that point, we were like confiding in each other as friends. We never spoke about sex. We never spoke about anything. And it went from us talking about that to really like just falling asleep on the phone every single night. That's another thing I want you guys to know. I didn't just up and fly to New York. Like, oh yeah, I'm about to come see you. Me and Clarence was talking on the phone, falling asleep on FaceTime every night for a good like, I don't know, month and a half or something like that.
That shit hit different too, you feel me?
And like, it made us like
closer, nigga.
You know, feel for each other a little bit more. I could tell.
If you falling asleep, bro, first of all, if you on FaceTime with a shorty every day, nigga, like, y'all not friends. Y'all not friends. Wait, like,
he would tell me how he felt, like,
very simple.
You know, how he felt different about me and things like that. I would tell him the same. So,
nigga, if you go on for a week, bro, y'all got feelings for each other. What are you talking about?
We start developing like a liking for each other and possibly.
It's a whole lot of pillow talk was going on, bro. I don't blame them for what's happening. They did what they did to be happy for themselves. For me, I don't really give a fuck, but they're pillow talking right now.
So I was thinking in my head, you know, this is great for my channel because I need to get my money up, you know. I had money with the Chris and Queen channel, but I don't consider that to be my money because when I left, I couldn't even have half of that. Like he wasn't even giving me half of it, and I didn't care at the point because I was just like, listen, I don't want no money or anything. I just really want to be done with this relationship, with this whole thing, because it was draining. Like, talk about draining for years. You know, of course I smiled on camera. We did what we did for our brand, but that shit was draining, y'all, and it was a lot. Like I said, that happened behind closed doors that you guys do not know about. So yeah, I was like, yeah, this is a money move. Maybe I come out there and like. We do some videos. First time I went out there, I went with Ari and Vashay.
I think I remember seeing their first video like way back. And they was OD flirting too. Everybody knew I knew what was up, nigga. I called them.
And some other girls. I was scared to go by myself. I didn't know what was like. I didn't know, like, we had talked on the phone, but I was still scared. It was New York. I didn't want to go by myself. But I had still made plans to, you know, go see him for the first time in person. And we seen each other. We didn't do a video that time, but we did see each other. I went back home. I went back to Houston. I was living with Armand and Trey by this time, and I was working on my videos because I was just trying to get my bag up. Listen, I was trying to leave. I was trying to get my own apartment. I was going to get my apartment in Houston. Actually, I think me and Ari was talking about moving in together. When I went back to New York the second time, we chose to do our first video together. I had met his sister Lee, who had helped me out with a situation with medicine, because I had released medicine on YouTube, which Clarence also encouraged me that I should release it on New Year's, because he was just like, you know, you should just go ahead with it. Like, this is like a new beginning for you. And I was like, yeah, but I was scared because I knew once I released medicine, y'all, I could never go back to Chris. I was like, what?
You know what it is, bro? Why she fell for this nigga so hard? It's because of the way that Clarence shows support. You feel me? And how he talks to her. Once you show a female or just a significant other like support and like actually, you know, show them that they better or like you better than, you feel me? It's a whole different conversation.
Once I do this, it's done. Like, cause nobody knew that Chris had cheated again. I kept that secret because I didn't want to look stupid. You know, I didn't want to look stupid all over again. Like, damn, people gonna say I told you so. And I just didn't want to. So when people started asking, like, why aren't you doing the videos with Chris no more? Like, why you at Trey Armand's house? Like, I didn't want to say it because I felt stupid. I felt so dumb. Like, damn, I really stayed and I look dumb. So I made a song. I made Medicine, you know. Anyway, Clanton, and he encouraged me to release it New Year's. I released it. That happened. Somebody stole my song, put it on Apple, was getting money for it. So I met Lee. Lee was a businesswoman. And she helped me out. Like, she helped me out a lot. Then we started talking business. And I was like, yo, could you... I don't know. It just felt so good to be there. I felt so free. I had a... I kept extending it because... I don't know. It just felt so nappy roots. So, like, she had some experience in that. I kept extending my New York trip when I was out there. I kept extending it because
you want to stay with my man.
If I did, like, one of those kind of girls that try to force him, like, what are we? What we doing? Like, only talk to me. I wasn't like that. Like, and
see, why I said before y'all get started with the whole bias shit, right? I see that Clarence is more of a nigga that I will, like, fuck with. Like, it's like, if it was supposed to be my man's between Chris or Clarence, I would fuck Clarence more. Why? Because he's more, you can see that he's more down to earth, especially how he treats Queen is, I see it similar in my relationship. You feel me? Like, you gotta up them. You feel me? You gotta up them. You gotta make sure that they good.
I feel like that's why he was super cool with me too, because I was not forceful on him. I never forced anything. But I do feel like the more and more we got to know each other and be together, you know, he felt my vibe. He got to know Smash. The people that see me in person can vouch for it. But, like, he was feeling my vibe. I could tell. I knew it. I was feeling his vibe. And we just, like, we still was keeping it, like, we still was friends, you know? Friends with feelings building. So, the situation...
Right.
I'm not gonna divorce papers with Chris after seeing him. I'm not gonna lie, I sat in the car and I cried. And Lee was right there next to me. I cried because, like, it's not that I like wanted to be with him. It was also like a feeling of like, damn, 5 years down the drain, what's gonna happen next? Like, I know that relationship was toxic, but he's all I knew. Like, I'm really, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm really going through my head like, dang. You know, but I knew for a fact I didn't want to go back because it was so unhealthy and it was so toxic. And it only broke me down the more and more I stayed. Physically, emotionally, mentally, it broke me down being in that marriage, you know? And I'm sure you guys could tell by just in my personality. From what I was told, that was a very toxic situation for him as well. You know? And I understood, man. Like, you can't just get over someone that you loved for 5 years. I totally get that. But at the same time, us bonding and confiding with each other only made us kind of close.
I would say she is bold, though, for getting to another relationship after a 5-year marriage or whatever. That's bold. If I was to be in a 5-year relationship and then that happened, I'm not seeing another relationship. Like, what?
Sir, you know?
What are you talking about?
Obviously, we did things. I got pregnant. I didn't plan to get pregnant. I don't check my ovulation. I never did that. I don't know. I just never did that because, one, I had a super bad miscarriage the year before. Terrible miscarriage, y'all. I lost so much blood, I thought I was gonna die. I thought that something was wrong with me. I thought, like, maybe I can't have kids. And the only reason why I thought that was because even when I got pregnant with CJ, I was having unprotected sex for a very long time. And it took me a while to get pregnant. Truthfully, before CJ,
I used to hate backing up my trailer. This F-150 has an available...
I can't confirm if it was a miscarriage or not, but I remember one day feeling the pain so deep. I lost so much blood And I don't know what it came from. I never confirmed if it was a miscarriage or not. It could have been. And then I was having unprotected sex more. I got pregnant with CJ after 2 years. Had complications with CJ. Me and CJ could have died. CJ's heart rate was going down. My heart, like, it was just like, I didn't know. So I was like, I'm scared to have kids. I had to have a C-section with him. Then, in my marriage, you know, I was still doing things, and I never got pregnant. Then I got pregnant. I had a miscarriage. Okay, so I'm thinking in my head, maybe like my body is just rejecting kids. Like maybe CJ was just my miracle baby. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is, when I had that miscarriage, bro, something in me told me it just wasn't meant. It just wasn't meant. It's so crazy because I seen a video of, like, last year I seen a video of me saying something about the name Legend. I seen a Facebook post of me saying, man, I just keep seeing the name Legend everywhere. And I scared you guys. And then fast forward, I meet Clarence and I get pregnant. I did not think I was gonna get pregnant. Truthfully, I didn't think Clarence was telling me he thought his soldiers didn't march. He thought they didn't march because he had never had a pregnancy.
So it's a fucking fairy tale. That's what you telling me? It's a fucking fairy tale that was meant for each other? I mean, shit, that could be true, you feel me? Everybody got a story.
Scared with any girl. So on my end, I'm like, okay, well, shoot, we fine. I think we slipped up one time. I never got pregnant, so I was like, oh, okay. That was our business, though. We wasn't gonna tell nobody that. Like, of course, people probably read into it and seen it, but by that time, Clarence was a single man. We were not committed to each other. We still had a very close friendship, but just doing grown people things. I don't know what happened on the other side of that, but all I know is, like, I was very...
I mean, yeah, because like I said, I did record the other video about the ex talking or whatever. I might have to re-record it, but that's faking the reaction, so I don't know. But she was saying that, feel me, that Queen was plotting or whatever, and whatever women get, they gonna get, right? But I don't know, you feel me? It could go either way, because she probably didn't know, she probably could have known, I don't know, you feel me? I just know that, feel me, if I was in her situation, if I wanted something, I'm gonna get it.
Very understanding. I never planned anything out. I never maliciously move or try to take someone's family away, or, you know, I never did that. Like, I'm not that kind of girl. I'm not that kind of person, because like I said, I know how it feels. I never did anything to hurt. I would never do anything just to hurt another woman. If anything,
this is a video so she could make sure that y'all don't cancel her. That's what this is.
I was just going off of what I felt. I couldn't help my feelings. And me and Clarence, I think we told a story on how, like, we first told each other we loved each other. It was crazy because, like, he even felt crazy saying it, because he was just like, man, this is so crazy. I was just in a whole 5-year relationship, but it feels like I've known you so long, you know? Like, it feels like, I don't know why, I feel like I love you, like, and I felt the same. I was like, Clarence, I feel like I love you too. It just happened. Nobody even meant for that to happen. You know? And then kind of like fade away. That's what I really thought. But it turned out to be different. It turned out to be different. And I really cannot help that. And I really would never. It's not in me to be like, yeah, I wasn't even thinking about his ex. I wasn't even thinking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know her. All I could think about was the relationship that me and him was.
Because obviously the ex is going to take it more personally, because it's like, yo, what? You fucking with my man? What, nigga? What? Yeah, you a homewrecker type shit, you feel me? But, like I said, can't go based off of what people
building.
say. You gotta look at the situation.
We was
like,
always
like,
very honest with each other too, and we still to this day are very honest with each other about our past and how we feel about certain things. Like, we just got that kind of relationship. Like, we're friends too till this day. We're still friends. Anything that was said before, I don't know, by his mom or whatever, she didn't know me. So I get it. I completely get it. She didn't know me at all. And I was this new girl coming in. I had a kid already. She probably like, yo, who is this lady coming in? You know what I'm saying? And she already knew his ex for 5 years. So they probably had a relationship. And I understand that. You know, that's completely normal. I get that. But as she got to know me more and the kind of girl that I was, her love grew for me as well. She loves me now. She loves me. She loves me and she loves both of my kids. And she always tells me how appreciative she is of me, how I love her son, the way I love her son. She's thankful. I don't know. I feel better because I got to clear, when it was genuine, it was nothing, maybe clear.
Alright, so basically saying it was genuine, right? So that's the video. Michael Deal. Y'all know what it is. Michael, stop pausing on this channel, you feel me? If y'all want creative content, thoughtful videos and editing and all that, check out my main channel, you feel me? It's fucking fire video. I'm trying to tell y'all. But yeah, there's another reaction video, you feel me? Like, subscribe, nigga. Say less, stay blessed, and we out. Bye.